everybody, what's up? It's your guy, the Sports Judge. Welcome back. Thanks for checking out the content. Bills versus Ravens. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, two MVP favorites. You guys know I've been ready to crown Josh Allen as the next NFL MVP. He is my MVP. All year he has put up eye-popping numbers. It would be wrong if they gave the award to Lamar Jackson. And that's no disrespect to Lamar. But with the year Josh Allen has had, my pick is simple. It's Josh Allen. Ultimately, the Ravens get it done. On Saturday, Lamar threw 2 touchdown passes. Derrick Henry, 2 runs, 186 rushing yards, most yards in a playoff game since the San Francisco 49ers in 2012. Do the Ravens look good to win the Super Bowl? The same can be said about the Buffalo Bills. I cannot wait for this divisional round matchup all day. In that game on Saturday, against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Ravens ran wild. Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson were able to do pretty much whatever they wanted to. The way that the Ravens controlled that game from start to finish on the ground, particularly with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, the one play that stands out the most, like that jumps out at me, happened in the first quarter. The first drive of the game for the Ravens, Derrick Henry shoving Minkah Fitzpatrick out of his way, making him look absolutely silly. I thought that play right there set the tone early. And I wasn't even at home, but I did happen to see that play while standing in line with my family at Disneyland waiting to get on the Jungle Cruise ride. I was glancing on my phone and watching the game with Babe's cousin's boyfriend, who was streaming the game as well while we were standing and waiting to get on the ride. And I saw that play in real time, and that to me was the one play that got the Ravens going. And I knew they were going to win this game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the way they did it, dominating this game on the ground, that's why they win, because of the damage they do against the opposing teams. For the entirety of the game, and for what I saw, they had a field day and did damage on the ground. That rush attack, the Steelers had no answer for it. Franchise playoff record for Derrick Henry. And, I thought this Pittsburgh defense would put up a fight and would hang in there with the Ravens. Nope. The stiff arm to Patrick Queen's face, who looked bad, by the way, from Derrick Henry. You had guys back for the Steelers. They had Deshaun Elliott back. They had a healthier TJ Watt, and with all of that, they still looked completely outclassed. That was total domination from the Ravens in all phases of the ball, defense, offense, special teams. Everything went their way. Everything was working to their advantage. In a playoff game against a team in your division, against the Steelers, they're not known for this. As I mentioned in a prior video when I talked about Mike Tomlin, the Steelers are not known for this. They ran for almost 300 yards on these guys. How can you win any game when you let somebody run for 300 yards? Do you think Lamar Jackson is the kind of guy who get it done in the playoffs? You can talk about how great Lamar was, but he didn't have to do that much. So the Ravens move on to the divisional round. I think Lamar Jackson is a good quarterback. He has the numbers to show for it. But now the feeling is, with a strong running game behind him with Derrick Henry, that this is enough for Lamar to finally get over the hump and defeat his playoff demons. And we know this. We know Lamar has a history of failing in the postseason. His team usually comes up short in the postseason. you will feel the pressure. And when he tries to talk his way out of history, he only puts more pressure on himself to perform, as the narrative still remains that he's not good in the playoffs. The same can be said about Buffalo's Josh Allen, who also has a tendency to fall short of the finish line in January. I was looking at a stat this morning where Josh Allen is 1-4 when he has a tough matchup in the playoffs. The divisional round is never a struggle for Josh Allen. Usually in the first round, they're playing against teams that's less competitive, can't really match up well against them. I have to say this about Josh Allen, though, and I don't think anyone can deny it. He is the greatest quarterback talent. And I guess it's fair to say this franchise continues to let him down. And in big games, the little things matter. And a lot of times, it's the little things that ends it for the Buffalo Bills. Their defense is a no-show in games that matter. I don't think a quarterback plays defense. This is the strongest the running game has looked for Buffalo. Say hello to James Cook, who has been a force with the ball on the ground. It makes a huge difference when a quarterback as mobile, strong, and athletic as Allen has a solid run game that can back him up in big situations. Josh Allen feels like, to me, it feels like you're watching a Superman series. The energy, the boldness, the willingness, the fearlessness. He'll take off and run with the ball at full speed and is never scared to put his body on the line to convert or gain a chunk of yards. The reason I believe Josh Allen is having the best season of his career is because of his decision-making and learned ability to minimize hero ball. And this year, he's mitigated a lot of risk by his style of play. Definitely his best year. Almost never has negative plays that are his fault, limited turnovers, limited picks, much cleaner game, doesn't miss throws, and when he does, he doesn't put the ball in harm's way, keeps the offense on schedule, efficient on third down. The way his team believes in him, he's got that physical presence, and his teammates love him. What this team has done in Buffalo is a direct correlation and reflection on Josh Allen. This guy's a rock star. And I just think it's remarkable to see Josh Allen doing more with less and making it look good. The biggest thing for Josh Allen is his ability to manipulate the pocket. He's gotten better there. He bails out of a clean pocket, finds a throwing window, and uses his physical gifts. And we know that about him. What he does better than your quarterback is not only the velocity he puts on the ball, but also the ability to beat you with both his arms and feet. I thought that game on Sunday was a perfect display of how Josh Allen has evolved as an NFL quarterback. In previous seasons, he's running into traffic, trying to be Superman, hoping he can muscle his way through for the first down. I can trust him more now because he surveys, directs his receivers, and throws perfect balls. What you saw was a specific button-up, smart team that had a game plan and stuck with it. So what I saw in this game was a quarterback who just looked so much more in control. Previously, it would look clunky. He would try to do too much. I just think this team is really, really good. They are Super Bowl ready. Both of these teams are Super Bowl ready. The Ravens and the Bills are ready. 2 stud quarterbacks, 2 AFC contenders. Buffalo has a strong passing attack along with a solid run game. Baltimore has a potent offense. It's a run-heavy offense that features a dual-threat quarterback and a track star in Derrick Henry. How is Baltimore here? They're here because of Lamar Jackson, and then last offseason, you signed Henry. You can tell they trust their running back a lot. And I want to talk about Derrick Henry here because, first of all, he adds another dynamic to that offense. I like his presence takes the load off the shoulders of Lamar Jackson. Now, you don't have a quarterback playing hero ball, trying to do everything. We had a lot of question marks about Baltimore's defense earlier this year. The defense, they are stepping up. They are making plays. I like this team a lot, but I like the Bills a lot as well. When you look at both of these quarterbacks, Allen and Lamar, when you watch Lamar Jackson, I would remind you that his play comparable to Josh Allen is relatively equal. They both like to run. Both are great run threats, two elite guys. Their ability to run makes them almost impossible to handle when they're making their throws. I think Lamar is slightly a better runner. Josh obviously is a better passer and tougher. My theory is that Josh Allen gets more first downs on touchdowns on his attempts, therefore his success rate is higher. This Ravens-Bills matchup, MVP quarterbacks, star running backs, defenses that have done enough at this point, Lamar and Josh clash. Man, this is going to be epic. This is as good as it gets. It doesn't get any better than this. The quarterback that plays the smarter football, the cleaner football, and that's usually what it comes down to when it comes to playoff competition. Who can keep the football clean? Who can become a playmaker? Because both quarterbacks have been the ultimate playmaker for their respective teams. So we should expect to see that athleticism on full display. We're going to see playmaking ability coming from Lamar Jackson, coming from Josh Allen. What should decide this game is which quarterback keeps the football clean, turns it over less, and makes more explosive plays. Who can deliver in the clutch? We know Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson can get themselves in trouble when they try to do everything. I think whoever is smart with the football will lead their team to victory. You look at what Buffalo has done. They're undefeated at home, 9-0. What you have watched with Josh Allen is a quarterback getting better. He's gotten better. You know how many turnovers Josh Allen has in the last recent stretch? How many? Just one. 2 turnovers total since week 11 protecting the football. That was an Achilles heel to his game, the inability to protect the football. This season, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have been outstanding. I think we're in for a treat, and that both of these guys are going to be competing neck to neck in terms of the MVP award. This could be their year. And it could go either way. It could be Lamar Jackson's year, or it could be Josh Allen's year. We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. I'm getting out of here now. I got to go, but we'll talk again very soon. And if you guys like my content, you guys know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button for me, but we'll talk again very soon. I'm out of here now. Peace.